If you are dreading a conversation, we're going to talk about what you need to know about it. I'm hearing it's got to happen. It's got to happen. No use running from it. Some of you are waiting on a phone call. You're waiting on news. Yeah, it's got to happen. It's weird because I want to say it's not going to be as bad as you think. In some ways it might be. In other ways it's not going to be. Like, it might be exactly what you think it's going to be, but the impact it has on you might be different than what you thought. Yeah, strength in reverse. Some of you need to talk to a Leo. Some of you, this is coming up in Leo season and you know you're running out of time. Some of you might be Leos, but it's like I can't hold on anymore. I can't pretend is a word that's coming through. I can't do something. Like I can't, right? I can't. And that's what this is about, is that whatever is happening, whatever, I want to say, like, the charade is up, that's not necessarily reflective of what's happening here, but it just, strength is about digging deep in the heart space and finding those better qualities, like your compassion, your resiliency, your optimism, your faith, your drive. Seeing it reverse is like you don't have that anymore, right? It's not even I don't want to, it's I can't, I don't have this to give to you. And for some of you, this is coming from somebody else and you've been suspecting this for a while, and it's time to have an actual talk about it. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. For some, you are a Capricorn or you're dealing with one. Oof. Okay, the Empress was coming out reversed, but then it flipped and it turned itself upright. So I'm actually going to honor that, but I want to acknowledge this Taurus energy here and Libra. Oh, and then Justice with more Libra. Okay, so for some of you, this is a conversation about, I want to say an ultimatum about like marriage, but I almost said a dilemma. So it might not be the how, but it might be the when. It might not be the if, but the why. Things like that. There's like a qualitative conversation around this that has to happen. And the reason why strength reversed, the Empress was initially reversed, turns itself upright, is that somebody here is tapped out, worn out from the current dynamic. It doesn't mean anyone is bad or doing the wrong thing. It just means something is out of balance. And so the entire point, pardon my itchy face, is to bring you guys back into balance here, right? This tree is actually on the strength card in this deck. So something is done. It's just torched, tapped out, no more. And this is something that one or both of you have been working at for a while with the Knight of Pentacles, right? This isn't something that you're just doing on a whim. This isn't something where you're like, I'm sick of this is over, or I'm sick of this, figure it out yourself. This is something that you guys have been working at for a while. And it's not saying that you won't continue to work at it, but the way that you're working at it, the current dynamic needs to shift. A change must take place. For some, this is about work with a contract, with the Justice energy. For some, you are negotiating with a co-parent or with a marital partner. Again, marriage is like kind of aspected here pretty heavily. So for some, you're figuring out what marriage looks like for you, or what you want it to look like, what your boundaries are around that in a relationship. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles is at the bottom. Very similar imagery in some ways to the Knight of Pentacles. This is something that you've been working at for a moment. This is not impulsive. Some of you need to hear this, like whatever comes out, whatever talk is needing to happen, it's not impulsive. Even if you have a hard time saying what you need to say, you're not imagining things, you're not like making things up, you're not being impulsive and just bolting. Like, there's been effort, there's been work here, so something has to give, because continuing to do the same things and expecting a different result is crazy. It's cuckoo bananas, like literally. Yeah, Queen of Swords, some of you are very much dealing with a Libra. The Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. The Two of Pentacles. Okay. And the Two of Cups. Okay, so 2 here. This feels like something you're negotiating with somebody else, right? And here's what you need to know about it. This feels like the love is there, right? The appreciation, the honor, the gratitude, the feelings are there, and they're mutual with the Two of Cups. And what I'm seeing here is that with the Two of Pentacles, a full decision has not been made yet, right? Maybe somebody's keeping you waiting and you're like, I need some kind of answer. We got to come to some kind of consensus. But a full answer has not been, full decision has not been made. with the Two of Pentacles, there is still wiggle room. And what I'm seeing with the Two of Wands is, okay, so maybe the plan that I had in mind isn't going to work. So it doesn't mean we throw the baby out with the bathwater, but it is time to take a new approach. Some of you could be getting another opportunity with the Two of Pentacles, and you're like, do I stay on the path I'm on? Do I like take this new one entirely? Some of you, it's like you feel like you have to fall back, because sometimes the Two of Wands can indicate a new opportunity, and we take that instead of the established or known path. So it might feel like, oh, I got excited to go this direction, and now that's not really going to work out, so I'm not really sure what to do. But there is a clear sign of investment here with the Two of Cups. Somebody wants you there. Somebody wants to participate in something with you. You are intertwined with somebody. You guys are wrapped around each other. You might be financially tied together or materially with the Two of Pentacles as well, right? These are the areas where you're wrapped around one another. This even could be like a work contract where you're still like under contract, and you're like on a team with people where you're really still on the same page. You're all still very motivated for the same things, but with the Two of Wands, there needs to be a different approach. There could be outside forces or delays causing an issue. And with the Queen of Swords, it's going to be time to have a real honest talk about this. And somebody may be seeking you out for that. You may be encouraged. I was going to say you might be encouraged to spearhead this. I actually don't feel like that's the case. We have a lot of feminine energy here, meaning there's a receptivity. You could be getting the information that you need with the Queen of Swords that would explain why things have not moved forward. Yeah. This kind of has this where do we go from here feeling, and then boom, King of Swords. Okay. You and whoever else this involves, right? We have a lot of Libra energy here. You and whoever else this involves, you're really thinking about things clearly. Be prepared to have like an honest sit down talk. You're working out all the details. You're talking about everything. There is honesty here. There's honor, there's respect, right? The King and Queen of Swords are not the warmest people. This is also represents a divorced couple sometimes. So if you're going through a divorce, like this might be where you're actually having the talks you need to have. You're parsing out all the details. You're figuring out the nitty gritty. And it feels like you guys can at least meet in that space, particularly if it's been contentious. But you and this person are talking about real world details here, figuring out what comes next. What do we do here? With this King and Queen of Swords. And again, there's a lot of respect here. Yeah, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Some of you are deciding to end a partnership. Some of you are deciding to turn down a job. Some of you, it's like there was an investment opportunity, and you're deciding, it feels like somebody might be coming to you with that King of Swords being like, look, I thought it was going to go this way, and now it turns out that's not the case. I want to give you the chance to seek other opportunities, right? I do see that with the Two of Wands reversed, the Three of Pentacles reversed. A new path is seemingly not as like stable as you would hope. For some, this is like there's information about a job or finances falling apart, and that's like the information that's given to you so you can make a decision that you need to make for yourself. Yeah, because I cut the deck and we have the Emperor reversed, and it feels like and the Three of Wands reversed too. Yeah. It feels like whoever else is involved in this, there's a change in the winds, there's a change in their circumstance, a change in the direction that they want to go or the way that they want to get there. And this person wants to talk to you about it in order to like give you the information you need. I'm hearing like to get out in front of it, to make important changes. I will say too, with the Emperor reversed but the King of Swords upright, somebody here could be kind of recognizing that they haven't been the most stable, or they haven't there's promises they can't fulfill. That's kind of the vibe here. There's things they can't feasibly promise you and have a reasonable expectation they can back it up, and they want to be really like honest with you about that. Yeah, Five of Cups, because something isn't going as planned here, either between you and this person or like in this person's life. For some, this is you, there's something going on in your life and it's just like not not working out. Yeah, the Six of Cups flipped itself out, crossed. And so this could be somebody that you've known for a long time. This could be somebody from the past is in the mix here. There could be children in the mix. There could be you and another person could be having a discussion about children, right? So you guys could be, one of you could be want children, the other one doesn't, or like vice versa. You could have both been on the same page and now one of you's changing your feelings about the matter. Yeah, the Fool. This is in order to start a new beginning. The Seven of Wands. Okay. Death. I have this weird feeling. This person, like, whoever you're talking to, yeah, Knight of Wands at the bottom. This is somebody who's, like, not wanting it to be over, but wanting to, like, fight for a new beginning. But with this understanding that, like, things have to change, right? The past is over. Things are not going to go kind of according to what was initially discussed or according to plan. And, like, kind of keeping you in the loop on that, about what that looks like. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Expect communication, expect it very quickly, and expect a lot of it. Eight of Pentacles, and work could very heavily be involved here. So I hope that helps. Good luck.